Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, ready to react to the Gamescom 2017 Battlefront II Starfighter Assault live stream. Let's go. So this is Fondor. It's a weird rebel voice. Sounds like Kalani, the clone.
Right, Rob,
Sorry,
so
droid from the Clone Wars.
Phase 1 of Starfighter Assault. What is the objective?
Well, you can see the rebels need to take down the Imperial defenses. But the turrets and the Imperial light cruisers need to be destroyed.
Okay.
Empire, all they have to do
Turrets
is
and
make
cruisers.
sure they take out the rebel scum.
That's right, just defend.
Just like that, right there. Boom! An A-wing getting blown out of the sky by Narwhal Dave.
Yeah, this looks
So
like
this is a new
unassisted
ship
flying to
we've never
me.
seen before in Star Wars Battlefront, the TIE bomber. What is this class and what does it do?
Yeah, it's our new bomber class. It's heavily armored and armed to the teeth. Really great for taking down objectives.
You can see here, like you were saying, it is a tank. It does a lot of damage. One of my favorite abilities that it has is the multi-rockets, that it's able to shoot multiple rockets at multiple targets.
That's
If
pretty
you
cool.
use those two abilities at once, you can have 5 missiles in the air.
5 missiles.
I'm not sure what the hell he's talking about, this being the first time we've ever seen a TIE bomber in Battlefront.
Now here's another ship that we've seen before in Battlefront.
Original Battlefront 2, Battlefront 2015, there were TIE bombers all over the place,
And
man.
it falls within the Interceptor class. How does it work, Rob?
The A-Wing's lasers look like
It
they
is
handle
the
her
Interceptor class.
differently.
It's fast and agile.
It wasn't agile enough, though, unfortunately getting taken out.
Digging the light
It's
cruisers.
a bit of a glass cannon.
It is most definitely glass cannon. Now we have the Y-Wing, which is the bomber class, but for the rebels. How is it a little different from the TIE bomber that's right on its tail? I don't even think he knows he's there.
He's attacking for the rebels. It's a Y-wing. He's
Those
doing
light
bomb
cruisers.
run, but no more.
Looks like there's a lot more
Now, we've
interactivity
seen a
between the
lot
capital
of
ships and the
flying
fighters
around.
this time
The
around.
X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, definitely iconic ships in the Star Wars universe. Where do those fall into all of this?
So they're a balanced class. They can
Nice.
do the dogfighting. Also, they can
That's a
take
sleek cockpit view. I've wondered what that was going to look
Kind
like.
of flexible.
Flexible, but not flexible enough. Tommy T taking out these X-Wings. He's going ham right now, again, in that TIE bomber. He is just...
I could do without this
There
commentary,
is Gnarly David.
honestly.
No, he was in the Y-Wing, and he just got rammed by
The
a
squad,
TIE bomber. Sorry, Dave.
Squad spawning is pretty awesome instead of
Bad
partner spawning.
Now the rebels
It was,
are definitely doing a lot of
Kinda
work.
nice. Yeah, I played the
Melting
alpha. I
through
got to participate in
those
that.
Imperial light cruisers.
And,
those, as you can see, X-wing. Like
it's
you
nice
said,
spawning with more than
to
just one
take
other
out those
person.
objectives, and the X-wing is just melting through it. 15% left on this first phase. It looks like this Imperial light cruiser is definitely going to go down. Boom! Here it goes. See you
Nice.
later, dude.
Okay.
He's gone. He's out of there.
So phase 1 is destroy the
Now,
light
Wyman, you
cruisers
said
and the
he's
gun
going to take
emplacements,
care
and
of
then
the
what is
objectives
phase
and doing
2?
this bombing run. He's definitely just tearing this Imperial
1%.
light cruiser apart.
Here we
There
go.
it goes. Second one down. That's two.
Yeah, they did their jobs
Moving
there.
on to the second phase. Rob, how does the second phase work in Starfighter Assault over Fondor?
The rebels need to get into this tunnel and blow up.
Like in
all
that
four
manual
forces
rolling.
that are still
Unassisted
protecting
flying
the
and aiming, that's where it's at.
Ooh, ouch. You still have to watch out for those cinder turrets, though.
Yeah, they're still there.
All right, Rob, so we've been talking about all these ships. We haven't really mentioned the hero ships. And here's our first sight at Darth
Okay.
Maul Scimitar. What is
This is what
so
I've been looking forward
neat
to.
about this Sith Lord ship?
Well, there's a reason you haven't seen him very much.
Because he's
Nice.
I see, okay. And now
God,
here's
that's fucking
another hero
badass.
ship, Poe Dameron's Black 1 X-Wing.
Okay.
Rob, what's so special about this X-Wing? What makes it so different?
Well, it's black.
I got that part. What's different about it?
Well, Poe's a natural leader, so he's got an area.
I like that he's got the little BB-8
And then we also saw
instead of an
another
R2
hero ship
icon in the
that
corner
we'll
there
jump
for his
back into that.
self-repair
That is
ability.
Millennium Falcon, piloted by Han Solo and Chewbacca. Now here is another iconic ship in the Star Wars universe, Boba Fett's Slave One. Rob,
Saying it.
we have to watch out for with this bounty hunter ship.
Although, what is
Pretty much
this?
everything. Slave
The
one,
top ability there looks like the
custom
seismic
missiles,
charges from
got
Attack of the
iron cannons,
Clones.
and a seismic charge.
Seismic charge.
There you go.
What's so dangerous about a seismic charge, Rob?
Well, in this closed environment, it's going to get a lot of kills.
So it does a big old area
I can
effect
imagine.
burst. Hopefully we'll... That's it.
That's the
Okay, so this isn't exactly flying inside a capital ship and destroying it from within, but at least there is some somewhat of an interior-based combat element to these
And here we
dogfights.
see Jack
You got to go in and
having
destroy the
Darth Maul's scimitar.
what did he say? Was
He's
it the
just
power
tearing
relays
everyone apart. You
from
see him
within?
taking some
So
damage. He cloaked.
you know,
He's using his,
little column A,
targeting
little column
computer,
B.
and he also has those torpedoes to his
It would be really nice
Doing
to
great
be able to
work.
do
He's
it like
doing
OG Battlefront 2.
well right now.
Board the
He's
ship,
tearing everything apart.
run in as a Galactic Marine,
He's
destroy the
those
engines,
rebels
jump
down.
in,
You have to
kill a
watch out for
fighter,
Star
you're
Wars
done.
Battlefront updates
That
from
was
the
so much
Y-Wing.
fun.
Taking him out, and he does.
Okay.
Takes out Darth Maul's scimitar
Maul's
and
done.
also goes after that Imperial bomber as well.
That was another thing that I definitely noticed in the alpha was that heroes
But we do
have
see
substantially
Han
less
Solo's
health.
money
They
Falcon
die a
for the
lot
first time
quicker.
Up close and personal. Rob, what do we have to look for with the
Looks like hero ships are the same
See
way.
right here, Hans Falcon's taking an awful lot of damage, and that's what he's great at. He's a
Loving
pro.
that unassisted flying. It looks so good.
He's a big tank. He's got, it looks like the entire Imperial fleet chasing after him. He is just doing what a tank should be doing. Aggroing. He's aggroing those guys through the objective.
The dogfights in Battlefront 1, they're good. They're fun. Especially the Phase 1 of Battle Station and Infiltration. Fighter Squadron's kind of old, but they just feel kind of flat because it's just dogfights and the ships are really, the capital ships are just scenery. But you have the cruisers, the corvettes on the Rebellion side and the light cruisers on the Imperial side actually interacting with the battle. They said they were AI controlled, so it really makes it feel more like a large Star Wars battle, you know?
40 reinforcements left, 2% left on the shield projectors. I think they're going to get it. And then we're getting a better look at Han Solo's Millennium Falcon. You see he's got some really cool abilities at his disposal as well. But we got Battlefield France doing what seems to be the last and final strafing run on the shield projectors.
Oh, I love that.
End up taking them
When you
out.
fly underneath an object, your ship is in shadow. They didn't bother with that touch in the Battlefront 2015, so that is really cool.
Destroy the Imperial light cruisers. And then in phase 2,
Look at that. Look at the shadows on the ships.
And now we get to move on to
Looks so
phase 2.
sexy.
What's that all about?
The Star Destroyer is still getting power from the dock, so the rebels need to disable the power couplings, leaving the reactor core vulnerable.
Now,
Okay.
once the reactor core is vulnerable, is it always available for destruction, or do they have to do anything else?
They've got about a 30-second window to do as much damage as they can.
And then the couplings will then come back.
That's
down.
right.
All right.
And this is the
Battle
third of 3
updates again,
phases.
just doing
Okay.
immense work with the Millennium Falcon, but we've got to watch out for this group of TIE bombers that look like they found prey. They smell blood in the water. They're going to be going after the Millennium Falcon.
So it looks like this game mode is going to be specific to Fondor because we don't have shipyards on Ryloth or Endor or Camino as far as I know.
I think that's 10 rockets that he's asked to watch out for. TIE bombers are staying on the rear of the Millennium Falcon. They keep on getting those.
I like the look of those guns. He called it a cinder gun, and I'm wondering, is this going to tie into the campaign somehow with Operation Cinder? We know a little bit about that.
But Narwhal Davis right behind those enemy TIE bombers, trying to take them out. He is an ace pilot. Looks like he's doing a lot of work right now. As you see, he's using those dual proton torpedoes, taking out the first TIE bomber. He's getting a little bit of damage using that astromech to repair the X-Wing, and then the weapon overcharge. He's able to fire all of those blazers at the same time.
4 at the same time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he was trying to go after the Slave One, but wasn't able to do it. The power couplings have been disabled. The rebels are doing a lot of damage to the reactor, but it doesn't.
Fondor looks pretty sweet. It's
enabled. And it looks like the rebels
much more industrial than I thought it would. It's kind of similar to
We'll
Coruscant.
get another chance.
They will get another chance.
Industrious, not industrial.
That Millennium Falcon is doing a lot of work. Now, this is something we haven't really seen.
Scimitar's got some beefy guns. They fire quickly.
Those corvettes that have been kind of floating around doing some damage to the Empire. Let's talk a little bit about those.
I bet you can't use his weapons while
The
it's
Empire
close.
didn't see them in phase 1, and now they're in phase 3, and it could be a lot of trouble for them.
These corvettes are AI-controlled ships, and they are able to help the rebels push through the different phases.
That's right.
At least they're AI controlled. It would be really fun if they could be player
Back
controlled.
on board with Narwhal Dave.
You could assign like 1 slot for a pilot and then like 3 for gunners. That would be a lot of
Rob, you
fun.
guys have done a fantastic job just rebuilding the controls for these starships.
Yep, we built them all from the ground up, and they're all unique, every ship.
That is so awesome. Again, back on board the Millennium Falcon, taking out those cinder turrets. It looks like the power couplings have been disabled again. The reactor core is going down, and that's it. It's been melted away. The Star Destroyer is gone.
Nice. Nicely done.
Our defenses failed. That makes considerable sense.
Okay. Well, that was freaking sweet. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people were really hoping that we'd see some sort of confirmation that we get the old school style of flying into the enemy ship, destroying it from the inside out. And unfortunately, this wasn't that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed myself. However, that still looked visually incredible, and I still think it's a big step up from Battlefront 2015. And while we may not be able to destroy capital ships from the inside out as we so fondly remember, it looks like close quarters dogfighting in an interior space will be an element of this, as evidenced by the on the Fondor map flying through those tunnels to get to the relays. So, you know, it's a compromise, I suppose. One thing that I'm taking away from all of this is the ship variety is much better. I mean, take Battlefront 2015. You had just 2 ships on each side. You had X-Wing or an A-Wing, TIE Fighter or TIE Interceptor, and that was all. Now we have a bomber class for each side. We've got the Y-Wing bomber, the TIE bomber. We've also got a bunch of different ships from new eras. We've got the V-Wing, the Arc 170, we've got Poe's ship, Black 1, we've got Maul's ship, the Scimitar. Yoda's even got a goddamn Starfighter. Overall, I think I'm going to really enjoy this game, and, you know, I have nothing but positive thoughts as to the revamped flight controls. Of course, you can't really tell until you try them for yourself. But, yeah, I will be doing that as soon as possible. Well, it's been a great weekend for Battlefront content. I am stoked for this game, as if I wasn't before, right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to check out my other Battlefront reaction videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment if you got something to say, and as always, may the Force be with you.